All right, we got the conference championship coming up. We got the Patriots versus the Broncos. Before I get started, I'm looking for subscribers, so look to the bottom right and subscribe. All right, let's go ahead and get into this. So this is going to be an interesting pick since Bo Nix is hurt. So right off the bat, the Patriots started favored by 4.5. That very quickly moved to 5.5 as Bo Nix's injury was confirmed. So with that, it completely changes table. So if it were just normal with Bo Nix, I would be taking the Broncos. And that 0.55 correlates to about a 1.4, 1.5 point spread, which is pretty close to what was before the game started. If you were looking at early odds, again, that's very early odds. But with that, I have to change and use the Bayesian analysis here, which puts Patriots right around 8.5 points. And so with that, I'm not willing to take the money line, but I would make a very, very mild bet with using the Keller criterion. 0.09 is what that would be. So that would mean 9% of your budget. If you're a fractional better, then that's going to be roughly 2%, is about what that would be. So um, again, it's not a very strong bet on this one. You got to kind of look at what's going into this. So the Broncos, they didn't, on paper, they did not have a strong passing game. But when you watch, particularly, I think when you look at young quarterbacks, you have to be careful not to just take all of the data. You have to look at how that trend is going. I do think that Bo Nix has definitely been trending and doing much better in the second half of the season, and that trend continues to go up. But with that, with him out, Jarrett Stidham, I think Jarrett Stidham he's a backup quarterback. So Denver's going to be having to look for run. They don't have a great running game. They're getting J.K. Dobbins back, is what it sounds like. It's what I read. Definitely got to follow that. But again, he's coming off a foot injury. Who knows how good that's going to be? Then when you come over here to the Patriots, you got to admit Drake May has been lighting it up this year, been great. They've got a solid run game, about the same as what you see over here with the Broncos. The thing is that they're going against a fantastic defense over here. And again, if I'm the Broncos, if I'm a Denver fan, I'm rooting for snow, wind. I'm rooting for anything to drive that game to the ground to where you've got a chance to let that defense do what it does and grind the game to a very low scoring to where you can get a chance to win. But if you got Drake May out there throwing the ball around, it's game over. It is just absolutely game over. And so when I come over here, that's where some of these numbers kind of go away because the if you're the Broncos this week, you are looking at saying, hey, we're going to have to shift to a very heavy run game this week because you can't look to your backup quarterback and say, hey, dude, go air it out. He's going to throw, but again, he's not exactly an experienced quarterback either. I think he's got Jarrett Stidham, I think has, what, 3 years in the league, maybe 4. So he's a journeyman. He's not, but he's not going to go light it up. But what I would expect to see is New England being able to go out there and they're just going to have to grind them down. Notice then that you're expecting to see some sacks over here. That's because they're going against a very good Denver defense. And you also see not a whole lot of upside here for New England when it comes to the big plays. Again, they're going against a very good defense that doesn't give up a lot of those. But that defense is going to wear down if the offense is out there 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. And that's the type of offense that I think you're going to see from Drake May. Very disciplined. I don't expect to see him trying to push the ball in places where it shouldn't, taking risk that he shouldn't. And so again, this could be a good game. If Denver is able to go out there and run the ball and get some first downs and hold Drake May to a close game without getting too worn out, they are playing Denver. You definitely see opposing defenses get worn out at that altitude, particularly if there's some wind, something to help knock down the passing game. That could definitely make that a closer game. But at the end of the day, Drake May's been looking great too. He's been getting better and better. The offense is finding their footing. and I would expect them to be able to take advantage of the injury situation to Denver. Again, it really kind of sucks because that's the best part about the NFL is you want to see the best players go out there and play. So when you see an injury like that to a player like this, is it makes it a whole lot less fun to watch. The one thing I will say, I'm a Denver fan. It's a broken ankle, and as far as I can tell, it doesn't look like there's ligament damage. The bones will heal a whole lot faster than what the ligaments were. So if I'm a fan, I'd far rather hear that it's a broken ankle, a broken bone, than a torn ACL or a torn Achilles tendon. So anyhow, watch and let's hope for a good game.